What can we expect from the animations in A Plague Tale Requiem? What mechanics could we expect? And how good could this game even become? Hello, I'm Bangmanged, and today we are going to find an answer at some of those questions. So, first thing we see is this little clip. It's not an important clip, but it will show you how Misia is walking. Remember, A Plague Tale Requiem was released in 2019. Well, in early 2019 actually. So, you notice the animation. The animation is, even for the standards of 2022, very good. The walking animation, not the gameplay. The completely, well, useless walking animation is, even in 2019, very, very good. And now we're going to have a closer look at the video game that was released, well, I think 1 or 2 years ago, The Last of Us Part 2. In this gameplay footage, we see some realistic animations. We see walking animations and even fight animations. I hope we will see some gameplay from A Plague Tale Requiem someday. Well, the best thing even before release. We see that Ellie is walking like a real human. For an example, in 2019, I think it was Days Gone released. Days Gone walking animation was, well, not really bad, but it was alright, let's just say this. Could be way better, but hey, happens. A big studio released a game with this detail. Well, it was not the best, let's just say this. And here we see a game years later released with a good walking animation, with some, well, not floaty movement, with a movement which is realistic. But now if we look back again at the A Plague Tale Innocence walking animations, 2019, same year Days Gone was released from a way bigger studio with way more investment and everything. The animation is still as good as in The Last of Us Part 2, where I would say I would give 9 from 10 points for this animation from A Plague Tale Requiem. A Plague Tale Innocent, I mean, sorry. So, what can we expect from A Plague Tale Requiem? The animations, the fight gameplay. Unfortunately, we didn't saw any fight gameplay, but we remember it if it happens when we have to run and we have to dodge everything we see, cause only one shot, one hit could kill us. That's also the good part of A Plague Tale actually, that it is a hard game. Not like, I don't know, Wolfenstein, where you can get shot by lasers and flamethrowers and grenades, launchers and, well, pump guns. Actually, you could just take everything. I mean, I have 200 bullets in my right arm. I have to take, I don't know, some drugs. Alright, now I'm good. Let's carry on fighting. So, we can expect from A Plague Tale Requiem. It's a small studio, remember it. But we can expect some good animations. Because those animations just will, well, I hope they will even be better than The Last of Us Part 2. Because the game was released years after it. But we can see the movement. That's the important thing. The movement in the first game was almost as good as in the second part of The Last of Us Part 2. And now, A Plague Tale Requiem is going to be released 1 or 2 years later. So we can expect some good gameplay. I know I'm only talking about how could Amicia walk, and it's not very interesting. But we have to remember one thing. The little details in video games make those video games awesome. The little details we see inside the games, they just improve everything, really. If a game has a great story but, well, bad gameplay, it has to be a very good story. A very good story, so that we forget the bad gameplay. But if a game has, like in A Plague Tale for example, a great story and a great gameplay, and also my theory, we saw this picture early on in, well, the year, and as we can see, it's actually for the A Plague Tale series not a normal picture, you know? I mean, for example, in A Plague Tale we only walk through, well, some buildings, some streets, and that's it. It was a level design and that's it. But in this picture, I mean in The Last of Us for example, it's not an open world game. Definitely. but there were some situations where we could explore the world like in an open world game. So I think that the game will feature at some points even an open world we can explore. I don't know, an island or a part of an island, a city that if you open the door we can skip some level parts or we can do this and then we have better gear. Could also be, right? So I think that we can expect from a Plague Tale Requiem great things. And I think a Plague Tale Requiem will become a way better game than we all expected. And well, I just hope that this will not be another Cyberpunk. So, that's everything I have to say for today. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time. Have a great week. Like, subscribe, you know the drill.